Starting this video with another little insert filmed in the present day, aka 2025. I said I would let you know when I've decided which are the episodes I'm going to be putting my reactions to onto YouTube. These are the ones that are on screen now. These are the ones that I intend to do. Just a bit of a disclaimer. These are not necessarily the episodes that I think are the best, or necessarily my favourite episodes, because this is a reaction series. This is mainly the episodes that I think drew the strongest reactions out of me. So, if you're like, your favourite episode isn't on this list, well, it's not necessarily. It might even be one of my favourites, but it didn't necessarily draw the strongest reaction out of me, which is why I have not included it on here. If there is an episode that is not on this list that a lot of you do really want to see, then I will consider making a reaction to that one as well. But as it stands, this is the list of episodes from here on out. I've already done 512, 513, and the one you're watching now is 6XC. But yeah, going forward, this is the list of episodes that I intend to do. I've also got no plans. While I have got the footage of me watching Torchwood, I don't have any plans to edit those into YouTube videos right now, but that may change. Again, it probably wouldn't be every episode, even if I did. But yeah, I haven't currently got plans to do that. And because I think, like, when you look at this list, I think I've got a lot of Jodie Whittaker, for instance, and maybe not as much Peter Capaldi. That does not necessarily mean that I preferred Jodie Whittaker over Peter Capaldi. I'm not going to spoil which one I preferred. You will see in the videos. I'm not going to spoil which one I preferred, but the episodes that I've chosen only doesn't really give away anything in terms of what I liked or disliked, just that they've drawn the strongest reactions out of me. That's as much as I want to say about that. About this episode, so again, I filmed this episode in 3.5 years ago, in September 2021, and I mentioned a couple of people that have since passed away, so I just want to say RIP to Michael Gambon and Liam Payne. Sure, you can all see why I would bring up Michael Gambon in this video. You're probably wondering why I brought up Liam Payne. Well, you will see in the video. But yeah, I'll cut back to the reaction now. Cool. Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I am back today watching some more Doctor Who. So we finished off series 5 last time, and I've really actually enjoyed Matt Smith and Amy, Karen Gillan. They were both really good. I was worried obviously when David Tennant left, but Matt Smith has done a really good job, so full credit to him. I'm not sure Series 4 is definitely still my favourite series of Doctor Who, but, you know, Series 5 is, you know, it's up there. I liked a lot of stuff in Series 5. So, before we start Series 6, we of course have the Christmas special in between. This one is called... Is it called A Christmas Carol or The Christmas Carol? I can't quite remember. But let's get into it and see what happens. Probably something Christmassy, let's see. Of course, where we left them last, Rory had joined the team. They all flew off together after Amy and Rory got married. So, maybe all three of them this next series. Oh look, all three of them are on the credits now. I guess that means we are going to be seeing a lot more of Rory this series.
You know what I call it? I call it expecting something for nothing.
Oh shit! Thought that voice was ringing a bell. Yeah, it's fake Dumbledore.
Oh, does she? I see. Hello?
Not the real Dumbledore.
It's Christmas. You know what?
He took over in the third
Cool
film.
about the whole thing.
Wasn't as good.
Cheers.
There's a portrait on the wall behind me. It looks like you, but it's too old, so it's your father. All the chairs are angled away from it. Daddy's been dead for 20 years, but you still can't get comfortable where he can see you. There's a Christmas tree in the painting, but none in this house on Christmas Eve. You're scared of him, and you're scared of being like him, and good for you. You're not like him, not really. Do you know why?
Oh, I just watched Sherlock instead. What?
Because you didn't hit the ball.
That was very Sherlock-esque. That was.
Have you got a plan yet?
Yes, I do.
Are you lying?
Yes, I am.
Don't treat me like an idiot.
Was he lying?
No.
Oh, okay. Good news. I've trapped the machine that unlocks the cloud belt. I could use it to clear your flight corridor, and you
We're not going to be treating Rory like an idiot, are we?
That's great news.
He's not going to be here to play the Mickey role, I hope.
That's great.
But I met a man who can,
Well, there you go.
and he hates.
I'll be frightened of you, tiny little fellas. Look at you, sweet
They're gonna bite him.
fishy wishes.
They're totally going to bite him. Oh, okay.
My new fish in the fog, so the cloud cover. Ooh.
Careful up there.
Oh, great. Thanks, Doctor, because there's a real...
They're not really interested
You
in us.
don't listen to people. You listen to me.
Oh.
Sorry, Father.
My house.
See? Back.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm the doctor. I'm your new babysitter.
Where's Mrs. Mantovani?
Ah, you'll never guess, clever old Mrs.
God, you'd think you were tripping, wouldn't you?
There isn't any lottery.
There isn't any
I
lottery.
know, what a woman.
If you're my babysitter, why are you climbing in the window?
Because if I was climbing out of the window, I'd be going in the wrong direction. Pay attention.
But Mrs. Mantovani's always my babysitter.
You always go through the window. Doors are for people with no imagination.
Under bed. Cupboard! Big cupboard. I love a cupboard. Do you
I'm not sure if this is a good
there's
thing
a
to be
thing
doing,
called a
though.
face spider. It's just like a tiny baby's head with spider legs. And it's specifically evolved to scuttle up the backs of bedroom cupboards.
Changing his life like that, you know, improving it maybe, but even still, maybe he should have got his consent before doing it. I don't know.
Yeah?
Are you really a babysitter?
I think you'll find I'm universally What do you eat?
Oh, oh!
How little?
Did you just eat the sonic screwdriver?
No. Maybe just wait there for a moment.
Oh, what colour is it?
Big colour.
Big colour.
What's happening?
Screwdriver when I get it back from the shark in your bedroom.
There's a shark in my bedroom.
Oh my!
Just drop that in there.
Has it
I
gone?
need the number.
I'm not allowed to know until I'm older.
7258.
Just what I was after. Thank you.
Oh my god. This is the...
7258.
This is a really ridiculous episode. I'm just popping back and forth between 2 points in someone's timeline.
The other half's inside the shark.
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
She's woken up. Okay.
Not dying after all?
So it's hanging on the screwdriver. Bit me.
Shut up then.
Oh!
Machine controls the cowbell.
Oh! I'm such an idiot!
Create the crystals at exactly the right frequency. You could line them into. Ow! Why do they keep?
It's Katherine Jenkins. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot.
Okay.
How did I not realise? She's got the most amazing voice, Katherine Jenkins. She doesn't, not really like my kind of music, but you know. I'm surprised, like, just looking at her didn't give it away, but even the voice, it took me a while to get there. Flaming out.
You know, if I'm ever in the neighborhood.
He comes every Christmas Eve. Yeah, he does every time. He promises.
No, I don't.
Merry Christmas! Doctor! What are we gonna do?
Wait, oh no, is he actually going to turn up every Christmas Eve? Yep, that's a classic Christmas scene. Yeah. Sleigh being pulled along by a shark. Yep, yep.
Abigail's crying. Yes. When girls are crying, are you supposed to talk to them? I have absolutely no idea.
Doctor, I think she's going to kiss me.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I've never kissed anyone before. What do I do?
Wow, Catherine, trust me. It's this, or go to a room and design a new kind of screwdriver. Don't make my mistakes now. Go.
I don't know how I feel about them having a sort of like romantic connection though, because it's weird because she knew him as like a child. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? Like it's a bit like Cheryl and Liam Payne all over again.
Your ears. Hello? Sorry. Hello? Guys, she's phoned a chapel. There's a car outside. This is happening now.
Oh my God.
Fine, thank you. I'll just go and get married then, shall I? See how you like that. Marilyn! Get your coat!
What are we gonna do?
So that number keeps going down. I'm guessing that she's dying or something, and that's the amount of days that she has left to live. That'd be my guess.
Hello!
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You didn't think this was over, did you? I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
A ghost? Dressed like that?
Eyes off the skirt.
You turned into a ram.
Yeah, I do that. I also do this.
Do what? What are you talking about? I want. And she would live a single day. So tell me, Ghost
knew
of
it.
Christmas present, how do I choose which day?
I'm sorry. I really am. I'm very...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay to be...
Catherine.
Self-love.
We don't have much time.
Integrity of 30%!
We have 5 minutes max. We need to land.
Beloved, which day would you choose?
Christmas. Christmas Day.
But if you leave the ice now...
We've had so many Christmas Eves, Katherine. I think it's time for Christmas Day.
Doctor!
Good logic.
We can't hold this time, Doc. We're going down.
Something that hasn't happened in this town for a very long time now.
When you're alone, silence is
No.
It'll be their last day together, won't it?
Everything's got to end sometime. Otherwise, nothing would ever get started.
Your phone was ringing. Someone called Marilyn. actually sounds like the
Doctor, tell her I'll phone her back, and that was never a real chap.
So I'm not sure where that one ranks amongst my favourite Christmas specials of Doctor Who, but it was a very different episode, and I liked that. There wasn't a villain as well. There wasn't like a monster or an alien as such. This one, the sort of bad guy, bad person, was the fake Dumbledore that we had. Michael Gambon is a very good actor, but he is not the real Dumbledore. That's obviously the late, great Richard Griffiths. It was kind of like interesting. This was sort of like an episode where no one really had to be like stopped or died. I mean, it's questionable whether you think the Doctor should have done what he did in terms of literally changing a whole person's life, because it seems like we've sort of had like rules against this in previous episodes, where sort of like he can't change events that have already been established, but he went back on this person's timeline and changed him, which obviously changing him for the better, but not everybody wants to be a better person, and I don't know. I don't know whether the Doctor should have done that. Obviously, it's, you could say maybe it's okay regardless, because he did save a lot of lives overall. So changing one person's life to save everybody else's, I guess you could say it was fine. But yeah, it was certainly an interesting episode. We didn't really have a big monster. I mean, we had a shark, but a shark's not a monster. Sharks are lovely animals. So it's kind of like nice, particularly since this episode aired at Christmas. So we didn't sort of have like anything that was evil. We had a grumpy person become less grumpy, and that was, you know, that's kind of like what Christmas is about as well, you know. That's like, plenty of grumpy people generally become less grumpy at Christmas, so, you know, I kind of liked that, and it was very different. The last, like, every other Christmas special we've had like proper villains, haven't we? We've had what were they called? The Sycorax, was it, in the first one? And we had the big spider in the second. What was it in the one after that? I can't even remember. Oh, it was the Titanic one, of course. And then we had the Master as well. So we've had villains in all of them. We didn't have a villain. Everyone got to live. Well, I guess Katherine Jenkins' character is dying very soon, but we don't have to see that, you know. We know it's happening, but we don't need to see that. It's Christmas, and that was a nice, happy episode. So it is nice to get a good, happy episode for Christmas. And it would have been nice watching that at Christmas. I was watching it in September, so you know, I'm not feeling Christmassy, obviously. I won't feel Christmassy until 2 weeks before. That's Christmas time for me. Anything before then is just ridiculous. But yeah, good episode. A nice, different kind of episode. That was Matt Smith's first Christmas episode. I guess he sort of had like a cameo right at the end of the last one. That wasn't actually airing New Year's Day, right? That aired New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. So this was his first proper Christmas episode, and I liked it. I wouldn't mind if like all the Christmas episodes were like that from now on. I feel like you have the whole series to do the sort of monster arcs. So I feel like for Christmas they can do sort of different stories like that. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Looks like we are going to be having Rory joining Amy and the Doctor, sort of like full time for this next series, which is something I'm looking forward to. And obviously we know River's going to be popping up again. That's, you know, that's almost a given at this point. So there's a lot to look forward to for this next series. So I'll be starting on that very soon. In the meantime, thank you for watching, everybody. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. The uncut version is over on my Patreon. And I'll see you all very soon with the start of Series 6. I'm sure it's going to be a good one.